If there's one sort of voice that actually gets to you on a Sunday night and makes you feel just so warm and cuddly.
Absolutely wonderful.
It's a voice like that. It's Wendy Mathews and Token Angels.
Wendy who?
Wendy Mathews.
Who? Not Doctor Who, Wendy.
No, Wendy Mathews.
Matthews.
Yes.
Right. Hang on, doing it. Yeah, I know who that is.
Do you?
Yeah.
Would you like me to introduce you to her?
Oh, can you?
I can. Wendy Mathews, can you say hello to Ben, please?
Hello, Ben.
Oh, my God, hello.
Ben Hollis, Wendy Mathews.
G'day, Wendy.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, I'm very good.
I'm just so... I'm sorry.
It's all right. Ben wears his jock straps just a little bit too tight these days.
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's only because I'm so excited.
Welcome along to Retro Rock Live, and thanks for taking the time out to have a chat to us. It is wonderful to have you on board and saying hello.
It is.
Thank you.
For somebody who's so rich in the Australian music industry.
Absolutely.
And so many nominations, so many wins through the ARIA Awards, worked with so many people. I've got to ask you, how does somebody who was born as a Canadian win themselves so much over as an Australian?
Well, I've lived here twice as long as I ever lived in Canada. So I've been traveling on an Australian passport for the last 30-something years. And I'm just really lucky that I was accepted and encouraged with that first lot of music that I put out over here.
Well, I don't think there would have been too many people actually upset about having you here, because you've got the voice of an angel. You're a wonderful person to boot, and if I may say so, a good little bit of eye candy too.
Okay then.
Okay, Mark.
Yeah.
Mark.
What?
We've got her here.
Okay.
She's on the phone. You don't have to suck up anymore.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yep.
So excuse him.
Not at all. I'm sure he wouldn't be telling Angry Anderson or any other guy that he's a bit of eye candy.
Absolutely
not.
Absolutely. I honestly think you're a hottie, but it's all good.
It is actually a really warm night. I am a bit hot, and yes, it's beautiful though.
Well, we know you're hot. I mean, yes, it is hot. I'm sorry.
Okay, I think we've gone down that path far enough.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. So let's move on, shall we?
Somebody gets embarrassed easily.
No, it's all right.
Early in the career, you got to work with, again, one of a great Australian singer-songwriters in Kate Beretta doing You've Got the Blues, and from there, everything just seemed to snowball. How did you two firstly get together for the album You've Always Got the Blues, and how much fun did you guys have together?
God, that was another lifetime ago. But yeah, it was an interesting time. We were obviously both much younger. It was a different world, and I knew the producer, Martin Armiger, really well, and he spoke to me for a good 2 years, and it was such a hilarious changing lineup. It was originally supposed to be Dave Mason from The Reels, Christina Amphlett, and myself.
Oh, wow.
And it went through a whole bunch of changes, and then Kate and I were decided upon. So, and that's more or less the way it works.
Because I do have that album at home, and it's a hauntingly beautiful album.
Okay. Yeah, it was lots of fun to do, and we did a lot of it live, so I think sort of captured that vibe.
Yeah, and then from there you decided to really step out on your own. Emma Gray, Lily, Day You Went Away, all of that sort of thing just cemented your place in Australian music.
I agree, absolutely.
Yeah, I suppose my stepping stone was really a band called Absent Friends.
Yeah. Yes.
I was with Sean Kelly at the Models for a good 12 years, and we decided to put a band together just for fun and in spare time, and that sort of took off, and it was a real shock to all of us, let alone me the most, I don't want to be with nobody but you, to sort of take off. So I think really things just changed from that minute on.
Isn't it amazing, Wendy, how things, just the smallest thing that you decide, I'll just give this a go. And you think, it's not going to go too far. Next minute, you know, things start rolling on. You're going, oh my God, this is awesome, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a shock. After my first record, I can't believe how naive I was. I just thought, well, there you go. I've always wanted to make a record, and there, I made one. And you don't realize that every record, 2 years after, you have to sit somewhere in Europe talking about it like it's a brand new album.
And here you are 20 odd years later talking about the same album again. Well,
actually, I haven't spoken about that one, the Kate and Wendy one, for quite some time. But
it's a brand new album.
Yeah, exactly.
New from Kate-L.
Kate-L, my goodness, you remember them?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Sorry about
Blast from the past.
Yeah,
It is
I shouldn't go down that far. How much you did quite a bit of busking through LA and living in LA for 7 years. How much experience did you draw from that as you're doing your songwriting?
God, I was a closet songwriter then. It was just much more sort of lyrics and beats and melodies in my head. But I really learned to sort of put the three of those things together much later. And I suppose it's confidence as well. I had some amazing experiences, though, in the States, and got to meet some extraordinary people and lots of characters and adventures. As I say, I was like 17 to whatever it was, 17 to 23 or something. So they're pretty fun years.
Oh, the years when you're starting out, when you're thinking about the music or the entertainment. Like, I've been in the entertainment industry for 35 years. Mark's been about the same amount of time. And just thinking of the music, how you're going to perform it, how it's going to come about, the people that are in front of you, you're looking at them thinking, oh, what's going to work here, how that's going to turn out, and especially the night when it turns out to be an absolutely awesome night. Everyone's just, you get that vibe, and what I find is that vibe just continues you on. You're knackered, but you just want to keep going because they're all excited and they're still happy, and you just go, oh, I want to keep doing this.
There's really something to be said for getting a few hundred people in a room. It's an incredible energy, especially when it clicks and works.
Absolutely.
What do you find better, working in front of, say for the argument, in a club where you've got a couple of hundred people in there and it's nice little intimate mode, or would you rather have, for the argument, and we'll talk about this fairly soon, the gig at Darling Harbour, which is coming up in just over a month's time, where you could have anywhere up to about 5, 6, 8,000 people in front of you. Which do you prefer?
Yeah. They're completely different animals.
Oh, absolutely.
Completely different nights.
Yeah.
I remember doing 4 nights opening for In Excess at Wembley Stadium, and that was just... It just becomes like one seething animal. There's no... I mean, it's a different thing, and it's incredible.
But that was it. That was their 100,000 gig, wasn't it?
I wasn't counting, but yeah, it felt like it.
Were there any nerves as you go out on stage, even though you're a seasoned performer at that stage, going out thinking to yourself, "There's 100,000 people out there. I'm going to either be extremely great or I'm going to cop hell." Are there any nerves hitting you at that stage?
I wasn't a seasoned performer, but I must say, being an opening band, there's nowhere near the same pressure. We're all very aware, even nowadays, when you do sort of Pope Winery and open for an American act or something, you know that most of the people are there to see them.
Yep.
So, it's not a whole lot of pressure, but obviously you want to be accepted and not, had coins thrown at you.
No,
the European trick.
Yeah.
I do remember starting a gig out. I still have the same feeling when just before the microphones turned on here at the studio. I get nervous. Wow. I think about, is what I'm going to say going to be okay? Am I going to make the people happy? Am I going to make them laugh? And of course, in radio, and as you might well realise yourself, when you're recording in a studio just to a wall, it's very different than doing gigs. So we don't know whether or not someone out there is laughing. We have an idea that someone. Well, we hope.
Well, we're not sure. We're not sure if they're laughing with us or at us.
Yeah.
Well,
it's good to get to a level where you can get feedback, obviously, and that's
we do.
A certain level in public. But yeah, I certainly do know what you mean. Although for me, it's speaking. If I don't, haven't done a gigs for a couple of months, I think, oh no, what am I going to talk about between songs? Singing, I know how to do. every cell in my body knows how to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you just go out there and you do it no matter what else is going on. But it's the actual talking to people that sometimes makes me a bit nervous if I'm not used to it.
It seems like that aspect of concert going has changed over the last
it has, hasn't it?
15 years. It just seems like artists now come on stage, do their music, and then 2.5 hours later say, thanks very much, see you later, and they're gone. There doesn't seem to be that little personal interaction in between songs. There might be a little quip here and there, but, you know, the intimacy, even if it's in front of 5,000, 10,000 people, it seems to have disappeared.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, to me, I consider my songwriting and my songs stories.
Yes.
So you tend to introduce a song with, you know, the story behind writing it or the story behind it. So even that people don't really do.
Yeah, that's fair. That's understandable.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
You've worked with so many people through the Australian industry.
Yes.
We asked this of Dave Gleeson once. I won't tell you what his answer was. But have you got a favourite that you've worked with, and have you got somebody you really hated working with? You can tell us.
You can tell us. We won't tell anyone, all right?
Yeah, exactly. Just between the three of us.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Oh, sure. You know, that's just human nature. Some people you click, some human beings you click with.
Yes, of course.
Some you don't, and it's the same musically.
Mm-hmm.
But Brian Ferry was an extraordinary human being. He was just a beautiful soul, an incredible gentleman. He was really smart and wonderful to talk to, and really tentative, knew everybody's names, invited you in for a drink before the gig.
Oh, lovely.
He was just, he was a really lovely human.
So he really is Mr. Smooth off stage is what he is on stage.
He is.
Wow. Wow, excellent. That's
nice to hear.
He's a little
shyer off stage. He's quite a shy person.
Yeah.
But so he was beautiful and humble and all that stuff. Then you get some real a-holes.
These are the ones we want to hear about.
No.
All right. Well, have you heard about Mr. Trump? There's one.
well, we've got we got the Trump.
Yeah.
I've got a friend.
Anyway, let's not even go there.
Oh, it's all right. I got a friend of mine over in the States, and he messaged me during the week, and he goes, "So you're laughing your asses off with us now, or what?" And I said, "Are you moving to Australia or what?" And he just comes back and laughs at me, you know.
I think the funniest thing out of this whole
business
was that as soon as the results were announced, the Canadian immigration website crashed.
Out, it was so busy.
Yeah, it crashed. Yep. it's extraordinary. Ben and I will probably have a talk about the election later on tonight, just for a bit of fun. I worked.
It was just that a-hole word. I don't know what came up. I don't know what came over me.
Look,
I just thought of him.
Look, I
missed the dump button.
That's fine. What is that dump button? It's fine.
Look, don't worry about it. Now, you're going on a tour very soon, taking in with Ross Wilson, 1927, Eurogliders, Radiators. You mentioned Angry Anderson before with Rose Tattoo. So many others.
Yeah, a couple of friends of ours.
I'm looking forward to this gig because I'm going with it as well. Mark Williams and Dragon sort of thing.
Yeah, good mates of ours, yes.
This looks like it's going to be a fun time for you.
Absolutely. I've been doing these shows for a couple of years now, and they're a real blast. We've all got 4 songs each, and for the last 5 weekends, we've been catching up in different areas. We did Perth last weekend, and so we have lots of fun catching up. It's just as much fun backstage as it is, I suppose, in front of it. And they're wonderful. It's a real shared experience, you know, and we're all very encouraging with each other. And I'm hanging out with lots of new people. It's really good.
Well, I'm looking forward to it because I'm going. Ben, unfortunately, will be up in Queensland when it's in Sydney on the Friday, the 23rd of December. It's actually the first gig at the new entertainment complex in Darling Harbour. So
they've rejigged it.
Yes. They have. I wish I could go. I really do. But family commitments have brought me back up to Queensland again. You know.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. Hey, psst, Wendy, what's the chance of being added to a list so I can pop backstage and say hello?
Oh, geez, I wouldn't have a clue, but I'll...
See, that's what happens when you ask.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Sure.
That's
yeah,
good.
I'm sure there is one. I'll get you on it.
Hey, I love the work.
He'll slip you the 50 later, all right?
Hey, settle. And what about in coming up? Rumour has it, heard it on the grapevine.
Yeah, rumour, yeah.
There's been a telex passed on to us and whatever else that there's something in the wings. There's some new material in the wings.
Yes.
Oh, I've got my recent album, although it's been out for just probably a year now.
Yeah.
We went into the Newcastle Piano Factory and recorded a live album of Billie Holiday songs. My piano player and my stand-up bass player and I.
Yeah.
And it's a few of, well, it's half the album is her stuff and half is rejigged acoustically some of my bigger songs. So that's why it's called Billy and Me.
Oh, awesome.
And yeah, we've been doing some very different gigs lately. It goes from these solid gold, huge kind of rock gigs to these trio, more intimate trio Billie Holiday gigs to my full band gigs. It's really fun these days. It's pretty diverse.
It almost gives the impression that some of these gigs you'd be sitting in a jazz room, with the smoke haze and whatever else and just lounging back, enjoying it.
Yeah, that's them. Leather sofas and all.
Well.
I'm going to keep an eye out for that. I'm there. I'll find I'll probably get thrown out for lighting a cigar, but what the hell? It'll be a good start.
Absolutely.
They go together.
So, anyway, Wendy, look, thanks very much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure. I am so looking forward to seeing you on the 23rd of December.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Look for me. I'll be the maniac, probably about 7 or 8 rows from the stage.
Okay then.
Yeah, he'll be the only maniac there, of course.
Yeah, the only maniac. You'll stand out.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
sure I will.
Trust me, he will. Nah.
Yeah, just if you see him beforehand, talk to Mark Williams. He'll probably have security around the place to make sure I'm escorted in and escorted out and nowhere else.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Nah.
So, Wendy, thanks for your time. We'll keep an eye out for the gigs. We'll keep an eye out for the Billy and Me album. And, the more we can get onto it, the better it'll be.
Look, and if you have the opportunity arises, please, let us know. If you don't mind, we'll send you our email address. Send us some of the music. We can run it through the playlist here at the studio.
Oh, beautiful.
Yep, and not only that too, if you find yourself lonely on a Sunday night in the southwest of Sydney for some reason, grab a guitar, come on in. We'd be honoured, ecstatic, and
all right,
come on in, do some live stuff.
Fantastic, I will do. I don't know who will play the guitar, but I'll bring one.
Hang on.
We will find somebody.
We know exactly who could play the guitar. Mark Williams from Dragon. I'm sure that we can tee him up, and we'll tee you up, and you two in here would be bloody awesome.
Oh, that'd be sensational. Ben and I'll just leave and let you guys duet for 2 hours.
Oh,
okay. Oh yeah, 2 hours. All righty then.
Okay, Wendy, thank you very much for your time. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Nice talking to you.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much. An absolute pleasure. Thank you.
And have a great night.
Bye now.
Bye.
Take care, love.